Hi all. So I'm working on my Shark vacuum, and I thought this would be a good video in case you run into the same thing. My wheel started falling off, and I can't even vacuum for a minute and it falls off. So it looks like they had like a little plastic ridge here that kept it on. My older Shark vacuum had a little screw that went down inside here that held it on. I had a problem with that one, and all I had to do was tighten up the screw, but this one looks different. So I tried just putting a piece of tape here, but that didn't work. It still fell off. So I figured I'd show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to put a little screw in it, a screw and a washer. I'm just going to put a screw and a washer in it, and hopefully that goes down pretty far. Hopefully it's solid plastic behind there. We'll see, huh? No, it's not solid. So a short screw would probably be enough. Okay, so just as a little added strength here, I'm going to put a little glue on it. I just got a washer and a screw. I'll put that down in there. I don't really think this is necessary, but I just don't want the screw backing out. Of course, you could do this by hand. It's just a little easier with the drill. And so I don't have to fool with it again. I'm just gonna, and so it's just. So it looks like this side's starting to come off too. Okay, so it looks like the other side is starting to do the same thing. The vacuum is probably 2 years old. I put a new battery in it last year. And the vacuum's still going strong. It does seem to lose power just a little bit when I push it around, so the motor might be starting to go. But it still does the job, you know. But I know when I was a kid, my mother would have a vacuum for 20 years. Here we're talking two years old and vacuum's falling apart already. So I love the vacuum, but should be made a little heavy duty. Right now I'd call it a throwaway. Use for a year, throw it out. Something's going around. I think that part's going around in there. Figures, don't it? That part must be going around. Maybe not. I can't even see back in there to see what it's doing. So let's see if we can hold it. I can't even get this in there. Another 5-minute job, right? Takes half hour. Yep. At least I know what happened. This whole part was coming off. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put some Gorilla caulk on here and Gorilla caulk that back into place. Not really much to it, just kind of sits down. Oh, that's where the screw is. There's a little screw right here. That little screw goes onto the ridge. And then that screw holds this in. Okay. So we'll back this out of here. So the one that I had fall apart last year, the whole thing must have come out. And then I just had to slide this back in. And then there's a little indent here that you put a screwdriver in and tighten up that screw. Okay, so first thing, I think I'll get this in somehow. I think part of the problem I'm having is I drilled the hole off center, and when the screw goes in, it's hitting the edge of the cap. It's hitting the edge of the round thing there. That's why it's not going in real easy. Okay. So make sure you drill the hole right in the middle. Right. Okay, so I drilled a big hole in this part. So just make sure you drill your original hole right in the middle. It's still forcing that open. Got a huge hole there too. It's still. Murphy's Law. I should have put it on the vise. There must be some type of brace down inside there or something. Something was causing it to spread the crack open on the side. Okay, so we got the washer on there. Then this will go in here like that. I'm going to fill this up with a Gorilla caulk. I had a piece crack off here and that'll hold that inside there. If you've never used Gorilla caulk, it gets real hard. It gets solid. Not as solid as this, but it's pretty strong. It's Gorilla adhesive. It says heavy duty adhesive. I suppose any type of glue, heavy duty glue would probably work. This is just what I happen to have. I use this stuff all the time. I think instead of trying to use that screw, I'm just going to put some Gorilla caulk on here. That'll hold it in place. Let's see, I should have put the wheel on first. Let's see here. Usually when you use Gorilla caulk, wear gloves, or Gorilla. Usually when you use Gorilla adhesive, wear gloves, because this stuff is, it doesn't come off your hands easy. So I think I'll put it in the hole first here. I just put it in the hole here. The only problem is I can't vacuum now till tomorrow. Okay, so right here is a little indent. That's where you get the screwdriver in to tighten up that screw. Half hour later, we're done. I probably could vacuum now because everything's pretty solid. Always over tighten your screws. See ya. Bye.